Cheerio, bonjour. Man, I'm looking a little rough. Maybe I should take this out. I want to talk about Sarah Boone. Oh my goodness. Everybody else is talking about Sarah Boone. I assume you guys have watched it. This is the third or fourth video I've made, and my stupid little MacBook is not saving it, and I'm frustrated. But I did hire a little teenage girl down the street. She's going to begin helping me. Sarah Boone. Do you guys watch... I don't know his name. He used to have a dog named Roscoe, who unfortunately died, which happens. Now he and his partner bought 2 dogs, but his channel is Reporting from My Sofa. I love him. I think he's awesome. I'd love to hang out and have a glass of wine with him one night. Okay. I have many, many, many notes, which I often don't do. So YouTube still is not paying me. They owe me over $4,500. They still are not paying me. They will not give me a reason why. And so I believe if I were receiving money, I would be more motivated. And I'm sorry to be honest, but that's reality. Oh, there's the cow. We all know the cow's name. Okay, her sentencing is going to be awesome. So look, kids, if you decide you're going to murder someone, let me turn this so that I don't look so... Well, now you see my ghost over here. Oh, I look a little like Donald Trump on my shadow. If you decide you're going to murder someone, the last thing you ever want to do is pick up your telephone and hit record. Oh my goodness, it kills me. I'm going to actually go to my last point right now. So she's this little, I don't want to call her bimbo, this alcoholic woman who was living off of her ex-husband, who was a horrendous mother to her son. She had 50-50 custody, and for the past 9 or 10 months, she statistically had her son 1 night a week. Worst interrogation ever. You know, we saw Detective Chelsea on the stand the other day, and she looks great. She's lost all her baby weight. Well, it's been 5 years, but Chelsea, I don't like to use the word, Chelsea sucked. You know, at one point, she's picking the lint off of her pants. Chelsea hated Sarah so much, she was not able to hide it. Scott, who's dressed like that dude from Law and Order, has his weapon on him. What? Some of you don't like to hear this. My daughter with a penis carries a weapon. She would never, she, whatever you want to call it, would never, ever carry a weapon into an interrogation. I mean, that was my very, very first strike. My second was that they walked in with a dead laptop. Oh my goodness. But Chelsea's picking the lint off her pants. And Sarah said, I thought I would give him 5 minutes. And Scott, in his only probably 3 good moments, said, 5 minutes for what? Okay, so what should Scott and Chelsea do at that point? Shut the heck up. Right? But what does Chelsea do? She's picking her pants, and she said, well, actually, you gave him 11 minutes. Shut up. The whole point in an interrogation, I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm yelling because I'm frustrated. I believe I would have had this woman admit everything. You shut up. You let the person talk. 5 minutes for what? And then you just sit there and you be quiet and you wait until Sarah tells you 5 minutes for what? I mean, I want to write Chelsea a letter. I mean, I honestly. Okay, so Sarah had an evidentiary hearing. I may have pronounced that incorrectly. Because they want to remove the 2-hour interrogation the day after the event. Well, we all know why. Because Sarah told one story on the day of. It showed a different story then. And then she's written all these letters and she's telling different stories. I find it so hard to believe her attorneys did not say, stop writing letters. You are only hurting yourself. You know what? I see my little turkey neck. There's a photo of Sarah. Sarah's gained 75 to 85 pounds. In one letter, she writes, people say, I haven't gotten fat, and they're so proud of me. Bitch, you've gotten fat. Well, I mean, you've gained 80 pounds. Her turkey neck is worse than mine. See, I could have a neck lift. Look at that. Almost perfect. Goodness. Because Sarah made the choice, or her attorney, to testify in this evidentiary hearing, she is now, the prosecution can ask her any question they want. So if Sarah's team does not bring her up to the stand, it doesn't matter. The prosecution is now allowed to bring her to the stand. I think her attorney, James, I'm not sure, Moran, but I want to say Moron, I'm not sure of his name, was desperate for fame. And Sarah demanded, oh yes, all they need to hear is my side, and then I'll be acquitted. Sunshine, you recorded it. Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating. I was going to attend the trial. I'm not really sure. I probably will attend her sentencing. But in her little testimonial that she just did 2 days ago, she said, I was shocked at what was happening at my home, and I may still have been intoxicated. Okay? So A, the prosecution is going to ask Brian, as far as you know, did Sarah consume any alcohol at your home that night? Why was Brian even allowing her to stay at his home? This is one of my points. Oh, it's actually my very next point. Brian enabled her. He allowed her for a year and a half to only see her son 1 day a week, yet he still was chucking out $1,700 a month. So, he's still chucking out $1,700 a month, but now it's going into escrow. It's earning interest, and if Sarah loses the court case, his alimony case will resume, and he will probably, get all of that money back, which he should have. But what the hell? My ex-wife, my ex-husband calls me and says, my girlfriend's dead on the floor. What do I do? I'm like, call 911. Ain't my problem. It is not his problem. It bothers me that he was just so quick. He had to put his puppy in the crate, and I have my little Lucy here. He had to put his puppy in the crate, and then he drove right over. Brian, what are you, still de-whipped over this woman? If you know what de-whipped means, tell me. So Sarah wanted, a week or two ago, she asked for a professional hairstylist, and professional makeup. Okay. Well, one time I would love to spend the money one time to just go have my professional makeup put on. I've never done that. I'm not an ugly woman. Well, you may not all agree, but I bet I'd be hot with makeup. I mean, there's a lot of chicks that they're sort of ugly, and then they put all that makeup on, and oh my goodness, they're totally hot. So what did the judge say? No, no, no. And I agree. 3 months ago, Sarah's whining about why she doesn't have bail. Well, I guarantee her, from her original attorney, it was a public defender. She was a petite black woman, short black hair. I guarantee that woman, that attorney, said, Sarah, your second-degree murder charges, you do not qualify for bail in Florida. And that's just reality. In her 58-page letter 8 weeks ago, no one has told me why I haven't qualified for bail. I guarantee they have. Absolutely. Okay. My thing is, she's had this stupid haircut. It's not even that, because that's kind of cute. She looks like an angry lesbian. I've already said she's gained 80 pounds. She was a tiny, tiny little girl. A size... Kids, remember, fat kills, obesity kills. I'm big into that. But I was also stalked by my mother my entire life. I was 11 years old. My mother's like, your thighs are touching. Should we call you Thunder Thighs? And my mom did sort of mess with me. But she looks like an angry lesbian. She's got it shaved in the back. She's put on all this weight. I'm not sure that makeup or a hairdo would really, really help. So I'm going to end on this note. Battered spouse. The reason Sarah needed that interrogation out of the record was because she said, I think, I counted one time, 27 times, what a great day they had. It was perfect. It was one of the best days they've had in months. I mean, they were doing art, puzzles, and hide and seek. So I am 53. I'll be 54 next week. I think it's probably been 40 plus 45 years since I played hide and seek. I mean, goodness. But I've also never played hide and seek where I put the person in the spot that they were hiding in. So if you left him you swear you left him 2 fingers out, you thought he could get out, you just accidentally went upstairs, it was unintentional. She doesn't even say it that way. Unintentional. She does not even say the word properly. But it was battered spouse because you were scared and it was self-defense, which we've just now learned. Then why did you leave him 2 fingers to get out? So that's why she needed that interrogation removed. Sarah is a woman, if you ever watch the interrogation again, she does this a lot. Okay, well, I'm a big body language person. I love the body language panel. I'm not sure, it's the 4 dudes. And I love Dr. G. And this is something people do when they want you to believe what they're saying. Sarah's a psychopath who used guilt and her pretend intelligence to get ahead every time. She played Brian that way. I think they were together 9 years or something. She's played everyone that way. Go back. I will do it. If you're interested, let me know below. She has... One of the times George was arrested for violating the protective order, she called George and told him to come over, and one of George's family members found out he was there, and they called the police and said, get him away from her. His family knew she was going to murder him. Do you remember that she's standing out there saying, his family's going to kill me, his family's going to kill me? If you've watched any interviews with his beautiful mother and father, and I mean beautiful in the heart, they say they don't wish any ill will on Sarah. They saw the toxicity between the 2 of them. Okay, if you're still watching right now, I'm completely humbled. I'm shocked. Hook me up, hit like, hit subscribe. God bless you. And my very next video is the Menendez, because I've already written my notes on that one. God bless you, and oh my goodness, God bless this America.